That's from New Mexico, right? There you go. Of all places, Albuquerque? That's got to be the only place in Mexico anybody knows. The other one's Santa Fe, and they go there for the jewelry.
Yeah.
That's about it. You guys give it Mr. Jamar Hall.
I did bring jewelry. I'll be selling turquoise after this show so I can get home. It's a long drive. Yeah, I'm from Albuquerque. Did not choose to live in Albuquerque. I hate Albuquerque. I got someone pregnant in Albuquerque, so I'm stuck there. Yeah, I'm like, man, like plenty of women out in Austin waiting to get knocked up, and I had to get somebody pregnant in fucking Albuquerque. That's what happened. So I'm fucking stuck there. And actually, I just finished my custody battle with the woman I got pregnant, and so that was fun. I got 50-50 custody. That was cool. Weird thing is, she came after my comedy money. Yeah, she wanted some of that. I'm like, okay, well, and she wanted half. I'm like, well, there's half a drink, so I'm saving half for her. I'm like, you can have a couple sips or something. Yeah, that's all I get paid in. What was funny was I was actually with her when I first started doing comedy, and right now is the most supportive she's ever been. She's like posting, like she's photoshopped my picture on an old George Lopez flyer, and she was like, "He's making it! Look, he's big!" She was trying to get her own cut, and she called me actually a couple days ago at 2 a.m. Asked me, "Hey, what are you doing July 17th?" I'm like, checking my calendar. I'm like, I'm watching our kid. Not anymore. I got us a show. We are getting 300. Go make them laugh. Click. I'm like, oh, shit. So it's a long way to go, but finally got my own manager. She's out there working hard, so shout out to her. Yeah. During the custody battle, so my daughter's 9, and her school broke out with like this big head lice issue, and she didn't know what it was. I had to explain to her what head lice was, and so I'm like, sometimes in order to fix it, you have to shave the person bald. Just ask him back there. I'm sure he's dealing with a couple things. I'm just playing. Sorry. It's like, fuck you. Anyway, we'll like to go home with all my limbs. Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, you might have to shave the person bald in order to fix this issue. She's freaking out. She's like, Daddy. I'm like, what happened? Mommy's boyfriend is bald. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, so now she's freaking out even more, and I'm like, all right, okay, mommy's boyfriend has head lice. Tell the lawyer. And that's how I got 50-50. Yeah, a little pro tip for y'all. I could have told him, but he just left, the guy with the kids. Just saying, they did not look stable. He had a wandering eye. I'm not sure if it was lazy or not, but I could talk shit. He's gone now. So anyway, but yeah. So during all that, that's what happened. We got everything settled, and so I actually moved because I had the courts looking at like where I lived. I moved into a nice neighborhood. The way I knew that it was a nice neighborhood was that my white neighbors called the cops on me when I was moving in. Yeah, you guys ever have that happen? I overheard this conversation. They're like, hello, yes, I would like to report some suspicious activity. And they're like, oh man, what is going on? I don't know, but he's moving furniture in the house. Send help, please. A squad car come by. I'm like, this is a nice neighborhood. This is what's up. Good looking out, Karen. I appreciate you. Yeah. This is nice weather. I really like this. It's currently snowing in Albuquerque, so I got out just in time. They actually had a blackout out there, and all I could think about when I saw everybody posting all the snow photos is guaranteed there's still the one guy about to walk out there for a smoke break. Yeah, right. Like you guys ever see these people? Like it's like -30, and they're just out there just. Crackheads are going inside to go shoot up. I'm like, just go inside, man. It's crazy. Yeah. My dad's about to turn 63. The way that it didn't like hit me that he's getting older. I didn't like realize until I found his Viagra pills. Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. Even worse, I found it in his car. I'm like, and that's also when I realized that he's cheating on my mom. I'm like, oh damn. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, I don't know, it was weird, like the way that it was like sitting there. He had like a couple of whole pills, and then he had one that was cut in half. Kind of like threw me back because I'm like, he can't handle a whole pill. Like, oh, what the I don't know. Like, is that like an age thing? Like, do you have to like kind of get it? I don't know. Also found out that that issue runs in the family since getting into my 30s. I've had problems. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like back when I was in college, like I had like if I got winded, he was good. I'd be tired. He'd still be like I could bench press bitches with my dick. I'm just saying, like now, like I'm tired. He's tired. Like you guys ever see like a rubber knife that's just like can't do shit with it? Yeah, like this is ridiculous. Like not sure if anybody here has ever seen Boys in the Hood, but the last girl I was with had to nickname my dick Ricky. Like she was because it was sad. Like it was like yes, like Ricky. Oh, it was bad. Yeah. Actually, I had a conversation with my dad earlier. Any oops babies here? Anybody like unplanned pregnancies? That's okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I found out that I wasn't planned. Like I just like burst through the condom or something. I don't know. Yeah. I was pissed. And like the way. So there was that. I also found out that my brother is the favorite child. It all comes down to like the naming system, like how you got your name. Asked my dad how my brother Jordan got his name. My dad like went into like this whole story. He was like, oh man, it was awesome. We went up to the mountaintop, we hiked, got up there, drank from the fresh spring water, meditated, hiked back down, and whoo, God blessed me with a vision, gave me this name. I was like, oh shit, like, how'd I get my name? It got me hyped. He was like, oh shit, nigga. It was day 3. They were kicking us out of the hospital and, got some Scrabble letters and just threw it out there. Jamar, okay, cool. That's it. I'm like, all right. So, so that's how I came to be. Cool little origin story, I guess. I don't know. It was just like, damn, like, I don't know. So, other thing was, I don't know. So I'm trying to be out here dating. I'm trying to meet people. I was told hot yoga is the place to do that. It's like no. Okay. So I was in there, and I don't know what you guys call him. I only went to one class. It's like the master, the sensei. I don't know what you guys call him, but he's in there, and he's like, okay, I need everybody to look inward. I'm like, okay, and we're doing all these poses. He said, okay, look inward. I'm like, all right. It's kind of sounded funny to me. I'm like, okay. Okay, look inward. Now he's standing right next to me. Look inward. I snapped. I grabbed him. I took the shit out of him. I was like, hey, motherfucker, you call me N-word one more time, I'm going to kick your ass in front of everybody. Class stops, and I'm like holding him up. He's like, no, look within thyself. I was like, oh, shit. Put him down like my bag. And then he walked away like, these niggas are crazy. And then I kicked his ass. Beat the shit out of the sensei. Not sure how much time I have left, so I got, okay, cool. I got 2 minutes, so I'm gonna keep it going. On my way over here, got caught up in some road rage. I was driving into town, and this guy cut me off. I'm talking to my mom on the phone, and this dude cuts me off, and I'm like, shit. She overhears me, and she's like, what happened? I'm like, this guy cut me off, and she's like, Jamar, you're not gonna. I'm like, yeah. She's like, but you're a Christian. I'm like, you don't know that. So I speed up, and I get right next to this guy, and I just wanted to give him like the universal sign for you fucked up. So I just threw up my arms, and that was it. And I made, I'm like, hey, the guy flips me off. I'm like, okay. So I flip him off, and then he does this thing. I'm not sure if it's just like a Nevada thing. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But he does this, and then he throws it at me. Yes, while we're driving, 75, just bam, side by side, he's doing this. And I'm like, Mom, I gotta call you back. And she's like, what happened? Like, it got real. Goodbye. Now we're driving, and I'm like analyzing this. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, okay, I'm like, all right, he does 2 pumps, right? I'm assuming 3 pumps would be worse. I'm like, okay, well, I have to get him back. He's over here waiting. I'm like, all right. So I gave it back to him. 2 pumps, just to let him know you ain't worth this 3rd pump. I was kind of offended though. Like I'm just like thinking about all this. I'm like, why didn't he give me this 3rd pump? Like I'm worth 3 pumps. Like I think I'm a 3 pump dude. Oh, fuck. Like, oh wait, I mean, okay, that did not come out right. But no, I'm like, okay. Like, okay, I see why he's single now. Okay. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, all right, 2 pumps. So I did 2 pumps, and I throw it at him, and I just like looked at him, just to let him know like you ain't worth this 3rd pump, player. And he blew me this kiss. I don't know, I'm like, I mouthed like you ain't worth it, and I think he saw I want it, and and then he takes off. And I'm like, okay, I can't have this guy thinking that like I want to be jerked off, just like taking off. So I followed him. I'm not sure if that was the best response to all of this. So now we're both like, I'm like trying to keep up with him. The guy's trying to take off, and I'm like, okay, you're not about to get away from me. Like, I don't know. I think he got the bad impression. So, I don't know. It was really hard to stay angry for a whole hour. Like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna tell you guys. Like, I'm like, so he pulled over at the gas station, and I jerked him off. I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay, I'm just like, hey, I'm like, he worked hard for it. But I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I'm gonna sanitize my hands before I get off. I'm sorry, but put your hands together for your host, Steve.
You guys keep it going, Jamar Hall. You guys were waiting, huh? You actually did that. 2 full. Was he like more than 2 though when you had to give it to him?
No, he actually
Nice.
lived up to it. He was like, okay, 2.
And then there was that.
That's right.